been, I think, 2 years since I've updated this channel. I can't remember. Actually, I do, because I was on my tandem pump. So, let me backtrack a little bit. I've been off my pump for about a year. My A1C was really, really well controlled. And I had lost about 30, 40 pounds. It's because I was in a high stress job, running around 8 miles a day in a hotel, basically doing maintenance. It is no longer my lifestyle, and this is the result of it. I have gained back that 30, 40 pounds. I've been going through some personal stuff and just trying to figure out life. I lost my grandmother last year, at the beginning of June, and that was interesting. She was my rock for 31 years. The person that was like a second mom to me. It's just been stressful. And then leaving my job last year to go work in the school district was even better. But I just realized I don't think I've ever updated the channel in a long time. But I've been off my pump. I miss it dearly because my blood sugars are out of control again. It's frustrating. And I've been battling my blood sugars for the past 7 months. They have me on a once daily medication called Januvia. My body's not responding to it again. I can get my blood sugars as low as 132. And by the time the day ends, I'm at over 300. Right now I'm closer to 348. Now, normally if I had my short-acting insulin, I would do an injection about 8-9 units to bring it down, depending on what my correction factor was. Because when I was on my pump, my correction factor was 1 to 26 carbs. So it would bring it down quite a bit quickly. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. So, because I'm off my pump now, I'm on this lovely KwikPen. It is the generic version of, I think, Lantus, or it might be Levemir. I think it's Levemir. Anyway, Eli Lilly puts it out, and I'm not a big fan of it. It does its job, but it burns. Unfortunately, it sucks, but it's a cheaper version. Even though some insurance companies still charge through the roof for it. It's basically the same as a Novolog KwikPen. This does not come in vials. But when I finish using up this pen tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys a trick on it. Because right now I'm up to 34 units. Each pen has 100 units per milliliter, so there's roughly 300 units in this pen, if I'm correct. So I'm getting ready to take an injection. Because tomorrow I've got a surprise day at the beach. Yay! Awesome. I got my permanent bridge put in last year. Don't know if anybody knew that. I got my teeth knocked out 3 years ago by an air hockey table. Thanks to a friend of mine. So, I'm going to dial in. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is how I dial in my insulin. So right now at 349. So I'm going to go up to roughly 34 units tonight. This is my little pen needle. Screw it on like that. Take this part off. Green part's encapsulated is keeping the needle safe. There's the needle. Now, one thing I did forget to do before I dialed it, you always want to test a little bit of it to make sure the pen needle works. And unfortunately, here comes the fun thing. So, I normally rotate sides. And I normally do it right here in the hip. What I should do, I normally don't do this, but I have a whole bunch of self-tanner and lotion on. I'm going to take an alcohol swab it down. I have a really bad headache from that White Claw. I very slowly work it in. See where I'm going to inject it. I'm going to push down on the pen. You should hear the clicking. It does sting. And it burns. Really sucks. You should hear a click once it's done. I hold it for about 6-7 seconds, sometimes longer. Unfortunately, it's seeped out a little bit, so I really don't know how much is in me, but I should have gotten the good dosing. Hopefully, I'll see tomorrow what my blood sugar looks like, because this is long lasting, so this will get me through the night. So for tomorrow, I've only got 18 units left, but I'm going to show you guys a trick tomorrow. When I go to take my insulin shot, because technically there's only 18 units left because of this little plunger, I can probably get about 23 units out, because when you put a syringe into this, I'll show it to you, to this little part right here, I can get some more insulin out. So it actually saves me some money, because I can only get a supply of 8 pens for 90 days, which really sucks, because in the past I used to be able to get like 10 pens or more, but because my insurance company, I can only get so much. But anyway, I'm hoping to update this channel a little bit more. I apologize for this little cold-induced asthma cough. I also have a new addition to my family. His name is Benz. I think I'm allergic to him, but I'll get through it. He's my buddy. I rescued him. Oh, and another thing. I do not like the Accu-Chek meters. I don't think they're that reliable. I have been using my One Touch meter. This is my second one in 2 years. 3, I don't remember. I know some insurance companies will only cover Accu-Chek now. I am very loyal to One Touch. It's more accurate, and it's what my family's been using for years. I know the last time I was here on this channel, I was wearing my Dexcom. I am currently off my Dexcom right now. That is something we're going to bring up when I meet with my endocrinologist, just nurse, on Monday, so we can come up with a game plan to get my blood sugars back in line and see why I'm spiking. Sometimes of the month I have super good insulin production. My body will actually use it. Other times I'm so resistant that even with the amount of insulin I'm shooting in at night, it doesn't work. So I'm hoping to go back on my pump or even my short acting. But there is one thing I need to say. This is not the Lansing device that comes with the One Touch meter. This is an Accu-Chek. I prefer this one because it's got drums in it. Drum for the needles. I prefer this one. It's just fun times. This cough you're hearing, it's a minor cough. It's because of my allergies. And number 2, it's very dry in the basement where I live. And 3, I am on medication that likes to make me cough. It's a side effect of my kidney medication that I'm on to prevent any damage from the diabetes to my kidneys. And in my next posting, I'm going to touch upon why my doctors put me on a statin and another drug to protect everything. I'm going to go into a little bit more depth. It's going to take me a couple of days to get the video loaded. And yes, I know I need to get the weight off. I'll feel a lot better. It's just, I've been going through some tough times. Me and my long-term love, after 4 years, he broke up with me. I'm kind of going through a transition. COVID-19 has not helped. With this, I have some of the best fucking support I have in my parents. They are amazing people, and they love me. But I will admit this. COVID-19 has wrecked my job. It's really screwed up my job. And on top of it, it's been a year since I lost my grandmother. It's not easy. Losing somebody that's very close to you. And frankly, this COVID-19 stuff is not a joke. I know people who've had this. I may have even had this back in December. We don't know. I came down very quickly with a fever, a hacking cough that would not go away. They thought it was bronchitis. They treated me with antibiotics, but it still did not get better. It finally went away on its own. But I did not feel normal until the end of January, beginning of February. I went and I got the antibody test. Mine came out negative. We think it's only because we'd gotten the antibody test about 5 months after we had had symptoms. Please wear a fucking mask. This will save lives. I am super glad in the state where I live, the governor enacted strict rules, and they're still in place. The county where I live has now mandated masks outside if you cannot be more than 6 feet away, or if you're waiting for food, you have to wear a mask. I am still taking all precautions. What you may not see is that I have hand sanitizer all over my house. I have one on my backpack, I have one on my purse. When I go out to the beach tomorrow, I have extra masks in my backpack. I will have hand sanitizer, and I will have Lysol wipes, or the Lysol travel spray with me to spray down stuff. But this is no joke. I have friends of friends who have lost their lives to this. I've known people who've gotten sick with this. This is not funny. Please be responsible. And you can save a life. If it was not for COVID-19, I would have been still in my school. But no, because of COVID-19, they shut the schools down for the rest of the year. People were doing virtual learning. I know these kids want to go back to school. But if we all do our part, it gets better. And on that note, I'm going to go to bed.